What's going on, guys? It's GM Bush back with another video. Today I figured we'd talk about investments and how you can likely make stubs over the next couple of weeks. First and foremost, again, as always, these are predictions. These are not guarantees, but most of them I would say are close to locks. Um, so apologies up front if something doesn't pan out the way I expect it to, but again, these are more than likely going to be good investments. Um, I wouldn't say put all your stubs down if you don't trust it, but if you're willing to take a little bit of a risk, put some stubs down, have fun with it, see what happens. But as always, too, if these tips help you out, if you learned something from it, you made some stubs from it, I would appreciate it if you left a like or subscribe to the channel. That helps me out more than you realize. And let me know down in the comments, are you going to invest in any of these cards, or do you have investments of your own? What are you guys planning on doing in the next couple of weeks to get your stub count up? So, anyways, off of investments, I've been buying a lot of cards recently. Not all these are investments. You'll see I'm actually trying to finish up this Jackie Robinson. I'm just missing this Mariano Rivera card. And you'll see one of my investments right away. We're waiting on Mariano Rivera to go through. And then we'll get Jackie. The reason I'm doing that is for this Rivera because of the collections where you need so many of each type of card, which is where the investment idea is going to come in. So if you recall when 99 Mariano Rivera came out, they said that this would be the first of multiple collections like this, where you need to collect multiple or dozens of cards of a series type. And by series type, I mean rookie, breakout, veteran, all-star, so on and so forth. You would need to collect dozens of a series type for an overall bigger picture card, and in this case it was the Rivera. And then if you remember last year, we got a 99, I want to say it was an MVP form of Mike Trout, and that card was just dominant. So with that being said, they said they were going to be adding in another collection sooner, or not sooner, but they said they'd be adding another collection, that Mariano Rivera would be the first of multiple. And so that's kind of where my investment idea comes in. So I've seen a lot of people predicting, and I'm kind of on this boat. I'm not the first one to come out with this idea, but I've seen a lot of people predicting that they think that the next collection type will be coming soon. My prediction, personally, is it's going to be a 99 Willie Mays or Hank Aaron. And if it is one of those cards, it will be a dominant card. Everyone will want it. It will go for a lot. And the reason it will go for a lot is because, again, you're going to have to collect card types of every series and a lot of them. So typically what happens is some of these series, again, when I say series, I mean like the rookies, breakouts, all that, are rather cheap to do. You look at the rookie series right now, there aren't a lot of diamond rookies, but there are a lot of just like lower level silvers, golds, and there are some diamonds, and they go for, I'll say, rather cheap. Of course, Dan Plesac is really expensive for a gold rookie, but overall they're pretty cheap. Along the fact of them being cheap, like if we go look at my collection here, we'll see that there's a lot of free rookies that you get just through programs and such. You'll see I would guess, excuse me, I would estimate I probably have about 25 to 30 rookies. And that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of rookies. And you can see how many rookies there are in the game. And I have a large chunk of them. I probably have, 75% of them, give or take. Which is a really good amount. The same can be said with breakouts. There are a good amount of breakouts now. I don't have as many. I probably have about 60% of breakouts, but still a decent amount. And again, all-stars are the same way. There are a lot of all-stars in the game, and they come from programs, packs, collections, events, all sorts of different types. But again, as you can see, I've already got probably 30 rookies. I have at least probably 20 breakout cards, at least about 30 all-stars. Veterans are going to be the same way. I probably got about 30 veterans. So I have a lot of them. And postseason's a little bit in the middle. It's a little rare, but I have about probably 15 to 20 postseason cards, so they're not extremely hard to come by. And then Topps Now. And for Topps Now, I probably have 40 of them, 50 of them, because Topps Now are really easy to get. So investing in a Topps Now card isn't really the move because everyone's going to have them from the monthly programs. They'll probably go up a little bit. You know, if a card like this Duran, he probably goes for, yeah, he goes for 12K. He might go to like 13, 14, 15K, but I don't expect a huge increase in price. The ones I do expect to go up in price a lot are these rare series. So we're going to have Signature, Milestones, Awards, Prime, and I would say arguably second half heroes as well. I don't think second half heroes are super common. So looking at that, what I want to discuss is how can we take a program like this that has rarer tier cards, harder to come by cards, and make profit off of it. So if we look at Prime here, there are 15 Prime cards, and for the original collection, you need 4. My guess is when this new collection comes out, you'll probably need about 8, give or take, based off of where we are at right now with Prime cards. It could be a little less, it could be a little more, but a lot of these cards people don't have. So if we look at the market for them, they're pretty expensive. David Robertson, 12K. Darren O'Day, 13K. But the thing is, when these cards are needed, because they're not needed really right now, if you don't have Mariano Rivera at this point, most people aren't really trying for it. There are still some like myself who are just finishing it up or trying for it. But most people aren't trying for it, therefore its price is cheaper. But when this collection comes out and people start to need more, because someone could be like myself right now, have O'Day, Jason Bay, Tanana, and Pryor. And then a new collection comes out and they need 3 or 4 more. So they say, okay, let me go buy David Robertson, right? So they go to buy David Robertson and he's 20K, right? Because he's going to go up because so many people are going to be buying him up. So with that being said, to maximize profit right now, we want to invest in these rare programs that don't require many cards, because when a new series collection comes out, like a 99 Trout, or like I said, I predict to be a 99 Willie Mays or Hank Aaron, these cards are going to gain a lot of value because there's so few of them and they're so rare. So what I have currently invested in is, you'll see in the second half here, is I bought a couple of these JD Martinez. I have 6 of them and one of them's locked in, so I have 5 that are sellable. I bought him for 5,500 stubs. So I bought 5 of them. So if it doesn't pan out, I lose 2,500 stubs. Unfortunate, I know. But even right now, if I went and sold it for 6,000 stubs, I'd lose 100 stubs. And if there are more second half cards required, he will go up. He might only go to 7,000 stubs, right? But if you think about that, and I sell him for 7,000 flat, it's 6,300 after tax, and I bought for 5,500. That's 800 stubs a card, 4,000 stubs. I know it's not a lot, but it's a smaller end investment, right? And that's what you can do as well. If you have 5,000 stubs lying around, go buy yourself a JD Martinez. The other thing you can do is, I'll put in a buy order right now for 5,000 flat for this, and it might even sell by the time this video is ended. And if that happens, I can legitimately just quick sell him and break even. There it goes, 5,000 stubs. Quick sell him, and I break even. I literally don't lose stubs, even if I quick sell him. So you can invest in a bunch of JD Martinez's without losing any value, because you can just buy them for 5,000. And legitimately, if it never pans out, you just quick sell. And it's like investing, or it's like putting it into the bank, right? You don't see the number, it's just sitting there off on the side. But if one day this investment never pans out, the new collection comes out and he never changes in price, you just go up to JD and you quick sell all 6 of them that you bought for 5,000 stubs, and bam, you're done. I probably should have just bought them all for 5,000 rather than 5,500, quite honestly. The other ones, though, that I went in on are Milestones, because Milestones are extremely rare, I think. There's more of them than there are Prime and whatnot, but they're expensive. The Milestone ones are not easy to get. Jansen's expensive. Soriano's the entire NL West, or the NL, excuse me. Rich Gossage is a World Series. Vita Blue, I believe, is a World Series. Yep. Christy Mathewson is probably one of the cheaper overall ones because he's a inning boss. Rivera is the collection. Kiner is an event. Paxton is a BR. Grady Sizemore is an old inning program, and you look, he's 100K. So a lot of these guys are going for extreme numbers, right? Or are part of collections. The only ones that are free that I know of are Cliff Lee, Bichette, Roy Oswalt, and Billy Williams. John Franco is a collection reward. So what I did is I went ahead and I invested in some Kevin Biggios and some I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, Juris Familia cards. Now, I still have some orders going up, and I probably will cancel some of these. But if you look at them, I'm just buying a bunch because realistically, I expect this card to go to about 15K. That's my guess. He'll go to 15K. And if he goes to 15K, I'll make 6K per, or about 5K per. And if I have 20 of them, that's 100,000 subs I can make. So investing in a card like this that's really cheap, that's part of these programs, it's little loss that you can experience, but a potential of a lot of gain. So that's what I'm doing right now to invest. Investing in these cards with the expectation that one of these 99 overall programs will be coming out soon with a Willie Mays, with a Hank Aaron. Again, those are my predictions. It could be someone different. But if you have the subs lying around, it might take 2 or 3 weeks for this collection to drop. But right now, personally, my opinion, some people are trying to do collections, but there's really nothing to lose right now, right? There's really not much to get right now, I should say. Most people have I'm not going to say it's a team like this because, of course, I've finished the collection, the live series collection, but most people have a Cedric Mullins, a Castellanos, probably an Acuna at this point because of the fact that these cards are all pretty much free and easy to obtain. Prince Fielder, Albies, Perez, you look at these cards I have, a lot of these guys are just Team Affinity. So, and you can make a team out of Team Affinity and beat anyone. They're top tier cards. So there's really not many cards that are on the auction house that you could, or the marketplace that you could go buy. Maybe Harper or whatever, but those are going to be the really expensive ones. So maybe just go invest it instead. That's what I'm going to be doing. You'll also notice I do have the Christy Mathewson, I do have the Eddie Murray, and I do have the Wander Franco. That will be for tomorrow's video. We're going to talk about the fifth inning program dropping tomorrow. But for now, that's going to do it. Let me know what you guys invest in. Like I said, I'm going all in on those milestone ones, as well as some of those second half ones like the JD Martinez. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. And yeah, good luck with your investments, and let me know what you're doing. And as always, as I said before, leave a like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And see you guys tomorrow. Peace.